Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Okay, I will try and hop off my soapbox from that previous DNC reading. The more cards I was throwing, the more I was getting frustrated. Still in the balance. So hopefully, if enough people speak up, the message will get through to them. Okay, what I want to have a look at this in this particular reading, and this passed my desk this morning. It's in the navytimes.com, and it is an article about the Navy has fired the commanding officer of the USS West Virginia. Okay, let's have a little bit of a read. The US Navy relieved the commanding officer of the Ohio-class ballistic missile submarine, the USS West Virginia, on Thursday. He was relieved due to a loss of confidence in his ability to command and was reassigned. Okay, so he's been in command of the USS West Virginia since August 2025. Okay, the relief of the commanding officer does not impact the ship's mission or schedule. Righto, where do I go with this? The West Virginia is currently undergoing maintenance at the Naval Submarine Base in Georgia. And the Navy does not specify the reasons or circumstances that lead to oustings, but the service generally uses loss of confidence as a blanket statement when dismissing senior leadership. In June, so 6 weeks ago or so, the Navy fired 3 top officials at an overseas maintenance centre after losing confidence in their ability to command. And in February, the Navy relieved the commanding officer of the USS Mason for the same reason. So you've got these really top command officials. The moon card. Oh, the secrets being revealed. But what lurks beneath the surface? That's what I want to have a look at. So I'm using the Sci-Fi Tarot for no other reason than this is what my guides led me to use. And as I'm shuffling, okay, we've got the Ten of Cups, an ending of the illusion, and the Moon card, something being revealed. Why are these top officials, commanders, being removed? The Overseas Maintenance Centre one has really got my attention. So I'll click on that link and see whether it takes me. The Navy fires leadership trio of a ship repair facility in Japan. Oh, that's interesting. That wasn't where I was expecting it to be. The Navy Regional Maintenance Centre, the Executive Officer and the Command Master Chief. Right. And again, they're using the loss of confidence. I want to ask why the truth of them being relieved. Oh, what have I got? That's the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. On the back foot defending, and the Nine of Pentacles, which is about the moneyed elite wielding their power. Why have these commanding officers really been relieved due to, blanket statement, loss of confidence? Why? My guides are giving me an idea of why, but let's have a look, see what the cards say. Why? There's one sticking out here that they're wanting, so I'll put that there. And come on down, let's have a look. Why? King of Swords. Wielding the sword, cutting with strategy. I mean, it says the smartest man on any planet, but this is someone who thinks they're the smartest man on any planet where there's this destruction happening in behind. What's the reality? cutting these very, I'm hearing very respected and capable leaders. Why? Why? And this is also implementing a strategy. The challenge is the strength card, the struggle to tame the beast. I think this, what my guides are telling me is it's because they stood up to, and they know they stood up to and questioned. Okay, I'm getting the USS. Which was the one that had the laundry file? Was that the Gerald Ford? I mean, these top commanders, they talk amongst themselves. They have their own grapevine and network. I'm getting that they stood up because of the damage that they knew was really going on. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, at the energy that it's stewing in at the moment. Ending of a cycle, legacy. Something about a legacy here. Ending of a cycle. Okay, what's we got in the past? The Knight of Pentacles, the Mercenary. This is also bringing forward documentation, forging ahead. The ideal family is cloning gone too far. I mean, it's to replace with those that won't question. I'm getting that because they pushed back with information they knew. Crowning the reading is the Queen of Swords. So we had the signifier as the King of Swords, and now we've got the energy over it as the Queen of Swords. So, okay. Threatened to bring forward the truth. So they were cut because they pushed back is what I'm getting. And the Ten of Pentacles, wanting to put the yes men in who would not question, but we've got the Queen of Swords, the internal strategy. She knows what must be done and she isn't afraid to do it, is what it says here. So the energy over this is, I'm just getting they stood up and they were prepared to lift the lid. The Queen of Cups, lifting the lid on the secrets, letting the secrets out. The Five of Swords, about lies, deceit, betrayal. The slaughter of the green men, the real truth about, because it was June, the 3 for June in Japan, and then this one recently, because they were going to lift the lid on the truth of the slaughter. Got the Four of Cups internally. I think it blindsided them. The firing. Have you checked your blind spot? I think the firing of them blindsided them. And if they speak up now, they'll be court-martialed, is what I've been told. Concentration will help complete a task, but keep open to possibilities beyond the obvious. I think it blindsided them. Okay, 10 of Cups. Hopes and fears, the lifting, the ending of the illusion. Right, the outcome. 8 of Wands, change is coming. Change is in the air. with the messaging. The Ace of Swords, the truth being brought forward, and the Ace of Wands, powerful messaging. The High Priestess to reveal the secrets. What have I got? The Two of Cups, an agreement between to do so, and the Knight of Wands bringing forth this information. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You've got the Hierophant, the higher authorities, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the lying, the lying in government, the lying by keeping true death numbers secret. Four of Swords is usually, you know, the minor arcana for me, death card, because it's the guy lying in the mausoleum, on the sarcophagus. The lies about by the government. Yep, that's why they were fired, because they were pushing back on the lies. Oh boy, oh boy. The problem is now that they've been dismissed from their positions, if they bring this information forward, they run the risk of being court-martialed. Wheel of Fortune. Times are changing. The wheel is turning. Those that were on the top will end up on the bottom. Okay, these fired commanders. I'm sure they're not the only ones. Maintenance yards, because they would have seen the what have we got? The Eight of Wands again, information being brought forward very quickly, the truth, and then the Two of Pentacles. Trapped between two realities. It's sort of damned if they do and damned if they don't type thing. Okay. What do you want me to know with this information? What's going to happen with this information? Come on down. The Tower card. The whole lot is going to collapse. It's going to bring about a collapse. The Knight of Swords, the harsh truth being brought forward, the reality. When the world needed a warrior, he stepped into the breach. And then we've got the Ace of Cups, a cleansing, a new beginning. Seven of Cups, the delusion, and the Five of Swords, the lies. I'll just pop those back on the bottom there. On the top, we've got the Tower. What they can bring forward would absolutely bring everything crashing down in regards to this regime. Challenged by the King of Cups. There's a lot of King of Cups in the regime. I don't think it's kegs. Denise Knight always rattles off who all the cups are in the regime. There's a lot of water signs in there. Don't think it's kegs, but the King of Cups. That's the threat. I'm actually going to have a look. Hang on a sec. I'll just bring you up and pause you and have a look to see. Righto, he's a Gemini sun, but he's a Pisces moon. But I don't feel it's him. There's somebody else in the regime calling the shots. Okay, at the bottom we've got the Justice card. Actions having consequences, but wielding the sword of justice. So what is going to happen with this information? In the past, we've got the Eight of Swords, exiled, in other words, fired and restricted, legally restricted in the past, but it's in the past. Crowning the reading, the Ten of Wands, Atlas holding up the world pretty much. The knowledge that they have is really weighing on them, the messaging. Okay, and it would also bring an ending. Okay, forging ahead with the Knight of Pentacles, bringing forth documentation perhaps. Seven of Wands, cornered on the back foot, defending the position, forcing the Department of Defense perhaps onto the back foot. Let's see where it goes. The Three of Wands. A light in the horizon calls to you, standing on the precipice, looking out. A plan coming to fruition or a decision being made about the information being put out there. The Knight of Cups. Trojan horse. The knight steadfastly carries his romantic burden over barren mountain landscapes. This is trying to get the message out, the hopes and fears, the outcome. Eight of Cups. Like pretty much sending the boom boom to go off and then getting out of there, escaping out. The Hermit. Retreating, and then the Ten of Swords, bringing down an end or shining a light into the dark, and the Ten of Swords. These are really powerful cards. We've got the two tens here, which bring about an ending. We had the Ten of Swords previously. The Knight of Swords, as I said, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups, Five of Swords, Four of Cups, blindsided, and the Hanged Man, strung up. I think they're going to bring the information out there, even if it does mean that they're threatened or if they're court-martialed. I think they're going to put it out there because it's just too big. The lies are just, they cannot live with themselves knowing the lies. And as I split the deck, Seven of Swords, the lies. The Four of Swords and the Death card about the deaths. Oh, now we know, those of us that know, we know that the death toll from the illegal war in Persia amongst the troops is significantly higher than what has been reported. You don't send massive extra personnel to your international evacuation hospitals, etc., without reason. There's also been reports of the onshore within the US where they bring the unalived personnel back in the bags. A lot of activity there as well, especially early on. The lies about the death, the Four of Swords and the Death card. I think they're going to, I think these, I'm actually getting chills. I'm actually incredibly cold at the moment. I think they're going to bring the information out. I think they were pushing back on with what they knew, and they were fired, relieved of duty. But they know, and they, in good conscience, can't sit on that information. Oh, man. There's going to be some rough energy coming up. Okay. But the thing is, and as I keep saying it, it's just that we know of it now. We see it now. This has always been happening, this type of deception and corruption has been always happening. It's just because we haven't seen it, we've been going about our lives la 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 la. Does mean we need to continue going about our lives, but we now have knowledge of what previously was hidden. Oh boy. So yes, I do get that these commanders, or at least some of them, are actually going to bring it forward, bring it out, expose the lies, and it will bring about a Tower moment. Good. Okay, leave it there. Catch you shortly.